strange, weird moment when you're not sure.
Yeah, indeed. Well, YouTube is fairly slow, so
I think mine's live.
mine certainly isn't popped up for me yet.
That's right, I can focus on epic pants. That's strange. That's the answer. Start all streams with epic pants. Just be like, yeah, I'm that good live.
Indeed. I just realized that my game's not actually showing. There we go. I'm live, by the way.
Mine's live.
Hey guys, I'm gonna do the intro now. You ready, Mr. Wasted Space?
I am indeed.
All right,
Hit
yeah.
us up.
Yeah, I'm sorry for the delay, guys. There's a little bit of an issue with the way YouTube goes up. But anyway, guys, welcome to the stream this evening. I'm Morphologis, and with me is Wasted Space. Hello.
Good evening, dude, and good evening, folks. How's it going?
So if you guys caught last weekend's stream, we did a Baja build-off where we built some vehicles to travel across the desert terrain. Didn't turn out super great at the end, but the building was a lot of fun. So we thought we'd do something kind of similar for this stream in that light. So we're going to build something competitively against one another with the goal of actually this time flying a glider the farthest we can. So in order to get to start gliding, though, the fun part is actually going to be the launch contraption. So if you're familiar with the way aircraft carriers work, they use either a steam-powered or now they use a magnetic-propelled scuttle to, launch stuff off of aircraft carriers. And we're going to try to do something kind of similar to that. We'll probably develop something really different from one another, but that'll be the fun of this stream. So if you guys don't know, we're both streaming on both of our channels. So if you want to watch both perspectives at once, you should head over to Wasted's channel and also watch that simultaneously if you want to see what's going on with his channel, and vice versa for those of you who are on Wasted's channel.
Yeah,
anyway.
And vice versa. Links down below in the stream description if you want to go and check out Morph's POV while we're doing this. And we're going to do basically what we did last time, which is we're going to have 45 minutes to build our contraption. We're going to be completely blind to what each other are building. And then at the end of it, we're going to have about 45 minutes to kind of go and test the contraptions and see who wins in the glide race. And the main deal, I think, for this one is not going to be the gliders themselves, but more what we come up with for the launch contraption.
Indeed.
It's going to be an interesting one.
Should be.
But the first thing we need to do is go and find ourselves a place to actually do this, and also kind of talk a bit about what rules we're going to have.
Yeah, so we should definitely find the place that we want to set up for this event.
Which is difficult because it's kind of dark.
Yeah,
I
indeed.
don't know if you noticed. It's dark out.
Yeah, it is like super dark on our end because they changed the way the light boxes work, and we're using a custom one, the 4K one.
Yeah,
so the sky is gorgeous.
Yeah, just great. I mean, this is how you want space engineers to look, really.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys have ever been outside at night, but guess what? The unlit ground is actually darker than the lit up sky. That's how it looks.
Yeah, I mean and actually, if you look where the sun is set, off in the distance, you can see some of the clouds being lit up around the curvature of the planet, which is just awesome.
And the shadows on this one look quite cool as well, because it's so dark. You get much more dramatic shadow effects. Now, to stave off what is inevitably going to be asked a lot of times this evening, my group survival episode is coming, guys. I've been quite ill this last week, not been going so great, finally recovering, but you will see something soon in time for when you next see some of ours as a group, so hopefully you'll see my episode beforehand. And
also, your decided lack of heat, I'm sure, is going to make it kind of difficult to get things done.
Oh yeah, and my heating's broken, just to make sure that if I wasn't ill before, I'm about to get ill again.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to try and give us some daylight and see if any of the other clients actually update. And then we can perhaps go and find ourselves a hill to launch off. The only thing I know about with this world, this map, is that the hills aren't really very flat. Like, nothing's flat on this map.
Yeah, indeed. All right, so I'm gonna go around in Spectator and kind of take a peek around and see if I can find something up on the top of the plateaus. And the other issue we have to consider is, like, if it's not a sheer drop off, what's in front of us that we could possibly hit after launching, which could be kind of like an interesting bit.
Well, really, what we just need is the tallest peak with a vertical side.
Yeah.
To give ourselves like a nice distance. Now, I did have a quick look around earlier and find one. If I go and drive over there, I can drop you a GPS waypoint even though it's dark. Found one that was pretty damn tall and had a pretty good drop off it over sort of this flat plateau that we're on. And one would hope with the speed sort of boost that we get. Oh, in fact, no, this looks even better.
Where? You gotta give me a peek at what you're looking at.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a waypoint. Give you a waypoint. See if you...
Sorry, guys, it's so dark on my end.
this bowl. Well, hopefully it'll update and actually show the other clients what's going on. But, yeah, for the time being, it doesn't seem to want to do that, so... I don't know. And hey, guys that are joining the stream, welcome aboard for a bit of crazy building again, hopefully. I think this little plateau here looks pretty good, and then maybe we can...
up here?
Peek over there? Yeah, this has got to be it. That's a... Yep, that's got to be it. And if you manage to get out of the bowl, then...
I'm at Wasted Space 3. Is that what... That's what you just...
I've moved sort of slightly further round. If you look around the edge of the bowl, you'll see a bit where it's noticeably higher than the rest of it.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's... Well, I mean, the opposite of where we are, it's noticeably higher. Is that what you mean? Send me another GPS. I'll go to where you are.
Yeah. No worries.
Oh, there we go.
Try changing the time of day again. See if it helps.
If it doesn't work, you might have to go to the opposite side of the planet. For me, because it is pitch black. Or I could set up some work lights or something. Which is going to be...
This is a legit way of playing.
Right? Yeah, I suppose. Oh, whoa, you're far away. You're really near the light side. Near the bright side. Hi there.
Really?
Yeah, you moved a lot. I can see the sun just cresting over. Wow, is that cool. That is a gorgeous view. Wow.
Yeah, the way the sun crests on this is amazing.
Yeah, they've done good work. This looks good.
But yeah, this to me looks like a pretty awesome little launch ramp. We've actually sort of got a pretty level edge here somehow. So it's just really about extending the surface backwards.
Oh,
so we've got something to launch off of.
Do we have to extend the surface though, really? I mean, what if we just built a platform and then that would kind of define...
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Backwards, so away from where we're dropping.
Yeah, towards the bowl. Because this is a nice big open area where we could measure how far we go. Do you make that sure that was level?
Yep. That's why it doesn't quite line up with the ground, because the ground is obviously...
Here, I'm coming out. Here we go. See that? I went back a little bit. It's probably not wide enough yet.
So yeah, what we're going to do is build ourselves a... Wow. Okay. Build ourselves a launch position, basically. And then... Oh, hey, ACOG. Nice to see you again. And then get to sort of a split building. So we'll have a barrier down the center. And I think the idea is, I'm proposing that our main rule should be that our launch mechanism, whatever it is that we launch this craft from,
holy crap,
has to remain fixed to the ground. So no launching and then detaching it in the air or any of that rubbish. Whatever it is has to be on the ground as a ground-mounted thing.
Yeah. Whoa, multiplayer problems. What are you doing?
I'm drawing out a very large grid with mirroring on.
Okay.
And this normally results in space engineers going, "Oh, help me. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it." What you could also do with some size constraints.
Well, since we're unreflected, we can kind of draw out the parameters of it. So I've got a yellow. I've got the yellow selected right now, so...
Go and find with the secret extra camera.
Oh, no, that was fail. That was really fail. Sorry. I can't see anything, so it's...
What are you doing?
I'm drawing out a box.
You're drawing out a really dodgy box. It's not a box.
It's a really dodgy box. It is really dodgy. I'll have to go back and fix some of the
I like
issues.
it. It's ideal. And then some of you haven't painted some of it as well for some reason. I don't know why this is either.
Well, okay,
That's quite a big box.
It is a big box. That's for the launch pad. So I haven't shown how
limited size launch pad. Okay, fair enough. Oops, I may have deleted some of your stuff.
That's okay.
This was completely intentional.
And now for the red square, I think that'll represent how big we can make the craft. So we'll put I'll put the craft at the end here.
Hang on a sec. I need 2 secs to recover the morph cam.
Wait, the morph cam? Oh, because you can't see it. So if somebody could, if you guys, for those of you who joined me at the beginning of the stream, just kind of like tell people in the information, or in the comments, like what we're doing. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll just go over it again since a lot of you have joined me now. All right, so again, to recap, last weekend we did the Baja build-off where we designed 2 vehicles without seeing each other for a period of time. I think we set a time limit of like 45 minutes. And then we actually took those and see how far if we could beat each other to the next point. Unfortunately, that didn't work out because Space Engineers. And I think if you play Space Engineers, you know that excuse makes a lot of sense. But this week we're doing something that will definitely, well, I say definitely, I say like 80%, 90% sure it'll work because we're going to be dealing with gliders. So we're both going to be building gliders within a set of parameters. So the red square here represents how big the glider can be. The yellow square represents how big the launching contraption can be, because we're going to be building a launching contraption because gliders obviously cannot be self-powered. They have to be powered by something else, either by running and pushing them, which we can't do in Space Engineers, or in this case using like an aircraft style, like hydraulic powered or magnetic powered launcher scuttle. So it should be really, really cool.
Hopefully, yeah.
So do you see the red box?
If nothing else, it'll be really, really derpy.
Is that big enough or too small?
No, I think that's fine. I mean, limit ourselves. Why not?
That's a small ship.
You're looking for a massive launch mechanism, bloody hell.
Well, I mean, I'm giving you some space to kind of be creative with like what you want to use. But I mean, yeah, basically the length really is the thing that's going to limit us, not the width. The width is like whatever.
If a guy's asking on my screen, I do 2 sides at once by having 2 PCs. So I have a separate PC with a capture card looking on Morph's side.
There we go.
Yeah, I've also finished, by the way.
You finished your launcher? I need some. Hold on. I need a reactor and some lights because I can't see a dang thing over here. I'm guessing the sky has changed for you.
No. Not my main's the only PC that can see it at daytime.
Great. Space Engineers is awesome. Are you hosting on the one you're actually playing on, or is that just your second PC that's looking?
I'm hosting on the one I'm playing on, yeah.
No, that's unfortunate for me. I don't think it's going to work. We need it, like, above. Here, I don't know if you need this light. I guess you don't need this light, do you? So only I have to give myself light. There we go. That gives me some light. It's a little sloppy, but whatever. Really wish that sun would come up. Jeez. This is so annoying. I hate how dark. Well, I love how dark it is, but not for building. Like building, you might probably want it a little bit brighter.
No, gravity generators don't work on planets. That's a question that keeps coming up in chat. So there's no using grav gens to hacks this.
There we go. That actually looks kind of cool on my screen. If you look on your second PC, man, it's really cool looking.
I know.
Isn't that cool, guys?
Can you see this plane at all?
It's hard to make out. It looks like a biplane. Oh, that's cool. Has it got a British flag on it?
It's missing the landing gear. It's kind of painted in British colors, yeah.
All right, I'm looking at it now in flight. Oh, that is cool, dude. That is really cool.
Its wheels.
Did you build that?
Yeah, I built this for a thumbnail, annoyingly.
Oh, that is super, super cool, dude. Wow. I like that. Well, we're not building anything exactly like that. We're building gliders this time around, but it should be neat. All right, let's get to work,
but
man.
It gives people an idea. Let's get to building.
So should we, are we going to mute, we're going to mute each other, and then we're just going to work individually, and then come back like we did last time?
I think so, yeah.
And then in this case, should we set a time limit? An hour?
45 minutes again.
45 minutes again? All right. So
we got that sort of fixed time from last time. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
and then,
I agree.
Yeah, just to explain to people, what we're going to do is split off into our own separate channels so that we can talk to you guys, explain what we're doing a bit better without like kind of giving it away to the other person. And yeah, that's the plan. And for anyone wondering, yes, I do have a point of view on the can see morph side. I can't see it myself. That's only visible to you folks. So, yeah.
Give me 1 second.
1 second? Morph requires 1 second? I require a wasted space logo on this wall.
People messaging me while I'm live streaming. Come on, you should know better. All right. I have to mute him, guys, because otherwise he can't interact with his guys, and I can't interact with you, and we can't talk about what we're doing. Otherwise, we'll reveal to the other person what we're actually doing. You get me? All right, good. All right, so, Wasted, are you there? Sorry.
Almost. I'm just almost done with my logo.
Did you just do a little Wasted Space logo? All right, now I have to see this. Oh, ha, 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 ha. I don't have. Look, see, mine's a big V. Okay, I can't. Oh, it's pasted on my side too. So now I have to look at it. In Space Engineers. Oh man! All right, so
did I mirror?
Yeah, it mirrored, so I can see the reverse of it on my side. That's just like so I can see what.
The evil wasted.
All right, so now you've egged me on, so I've got to do it for myself now as well.
Okay, right. What do I need to sort out on the bars here? Let's get prepped. We will not need.
Oops, that was an accident. This looks really bad. This looks like you can't do the V logo in Space Engineers well. It looks so bad.
We have we have armor ramps on.
Oh yeah,
surely
armor ramps on. So in the first part of this, I'll be building my own logo, which will be extremely exciting for you guys to watch.
Perfect.
See how well I can build my own logo.
Make morph cam smaller. It's covering the toolbar. Sorry. In fact, that's a really silly place for morph cam.
Failing, are you? Oh, mine's gonna have to go up, up, up.
In fact, I'm just gonna shrink it.
There we go. Nope, wrong.
Better?
Deal with it. Deal.
What the fuck is this junk that's appearing over here?
The Morphologis logo has appeared.
You can tell it's the Morphologis logo because it's a V.
It's the reverse of an M.
It's a V for Morphologis.
It's the negative space of an M. I need to make it in some obnoxious color too, like red. So you know that I'm here. Here, like bright fire engine red. Because I've made my logo in that color before.
No, Yandra, I can still hear morph as well. We haven't split up yet. That's why I'm not doing it.
I think what he's saying is, I'm done with hearing Morphologis. I want you to get
probably
building, yeah.
All right.
I think that's it. That's time. All right, let's do it.
55. That means at 40 minutes past.
40 minutes past. All right, cool. Let's do the mute, and then I will see you on the other side, sir. Literally.
See you later, Morphologis.
All right, so I've muted Mr. Wasted Space. So now we cannot hear Mr. Wasted Space. We can only hear me and my music. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to start now with the glider. So let's go with a landing gear because that's what we'll need. Boy. Try to set this in the center here. Oh, dang it. Okay, that's not working. Okay, I don't want to draw this in red. That would be obnoxious. So let's just start in white. So what we want is light as possible and as wide as possible. So let's get ourselves some wings. Oh, that's cool. There's some flaps now. Wow, these are really cool. These are really, really cool, guys. The wing mod's been updated, so it's got like a bunch of really cool new parts. I think I'm definitely still going though for the really swept look. Come on. So how are you guys doing this evening? I'm gonna have to really focus this tonight because I have to try to get this done before he does and have enough time to build my launcher, which is gonna be the really complicated part. Oops. Oh god, that's really annoying. There we go. That is a nice wide glider. So let's give ourselves light as possible. All right. Put ourselves some flaps in the back. Give ourselves some flaps. There we go. Look, I've actually perfectly sized this to give myself flaps. Look at that! I am the win! Okay, maybe not yet, but it did work out well here. You have to admit. That's pretty cool. All right, now we gotta get ourselves some, Okay, let's copy paste this quick. All right, there we go. It's staying within the parameters of our agreed upon width. So we are good still, and I will need some side wings as well, because that's how this works. Probably need it some facing inward as well, so I will get rid of these quick. There we go. This gives me additional stability, and then if I can do some facing upward and downward, that would also be beneficial. Don't want it to look dorky, though. If it looks dorky, I'll be sad. I have to admit, I'm getting this kind of design from an earlier ship that I built, the MRDV, the one that I published a little while ago for a video. If you guys have seen that one, it was talking about 10 best mods. I think that's kind of where I'm getting this, idea for the design from. There, that looks pretty neat. I'm actually kind of digging that. So, minimal weight here, which is exactly what we want. And then we want this right here, which is going to give us our curve down. Look at like that. Good, good, good. Now we actually can do the ends, and it will look good. Or no, actually, I don't want that. I want the really nice angled one, like this. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, that looks really good. That looks good. Give ourselves some lights. There we go. We do need power, though. It is a glider, but we do need power. Otherwise, we can't stir it. Steer it. I just said stir it. Stir it up. All right, that was a bad interpretation. All right, so we've only got big batteries, but we've got azimuth batteries. We've got azimuth batteries. What does that mean? Azimuth batteries are much better. They provide a lot more efficient power. So we will use azimuth batteries. But where shall we use the azimuth batteries? All right. I want to get up a little bit here. No, that looks bad. That looks bad. I want to find a way to put it in here that's not too intrusive. I want to kind of put it down the middle, but if I do that, it's going to make this thing fall. So here's what I'll do. Holy crap, lag. There we go. Now I can split it. There we go. Nah, that looks dumb. That looks really dumb. There we go. That gives me the battery power I need, I think. Not too many batteries, though. If I get too many batteries, it's going to overload and be way too heavy. So let's give myself some gyros. Right here. There we go. And now what we need is... Mysterio, you must use your mind. That makes lots of sense! And we need to have... How are we doing on time? We're not doing super well on time, so I gotta really work hard on this. Okay, so it's gotta be an open cockpit here. There we go. This is a good song. I like this. Okay. Say you want to build a ship, but you don't know how to do it. Well, I've got the solution for you. The Morphologis thingy. It does the thing. It is amazing in every possible way. Probably not. I hope I didn't build this out of like big armor blocks. That would be tragic. No, that doesn't look good. That looks really stupid. That looks really, really, really stupid. Okay, failing a little bit this early game. Let's get some more armor blocks here. Already got that. Okay, good. I'm sorry. I just can't help myself. I have to make whatever I build look good. I can't just not work at making it look good. There we go. There we go. Can't delete that one. Come on. There we go. Give myself some a little bit of aerodynamics. even though that actually doesn't work this way. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. That looks dumb. There we go. If we really wanted to be light, though, we should get rid of these, to be honest. And just use the skeletal structure. Like this. There we go. And we should get rid of these because we don't need them. There we go. There we go. All right, I think this is looking pretty good so far, guys. Oh God. All right, so he's got rotors going here. Okay, this is looking pretty good so far, guys. I think I need a little bit of, a bit more vertical. And, here, so let's give myself a little bit more vertical power. Oops, no, not reverse. I need, there we go. Now, why am I doing this, you might ask? Well, the way that this works is it stabilizes. They act like thrusters that produce no thrust, unless you move. So you need to have a bit of stabilization. The way you do that is by having wings facing in unusual directions that you might not think to want. He's such a fail. Yeah, it looks a little bit weird with these fat things here. Ooh, if I delete them, what will happen? Nothing? Okay, good. I need more wings facing in these directions. Actually, side to side. I don't have enough. That's not a good thing. If I don't have enough, then it won't fly right. So I need to figure that out. Like, how am I going to do that? No, I can't do it that way. I know this is kind of ugly. Not kind of, it's pretty ugly to do it that way, but I need those. Yeah, but they look so bad. Maybe I can give myself a little bit of a... like that, maybe? Or we can just chance it, not have it, for vanity. Vanity. There's a lot of that. It looks interesting. So the wider your wingspan, the more you have facing forward, the further you'll be able to go. All right, guys, so here's the next step. We need to make a launching machine that's going to launch this thing forward, and I'm not quite sure how that's going to happen. So I think I need wheels. So how are we going to do this? Man, this is difficult to figure out. Don't have long. I've got 30 minutes to figure this out. No, we're done. We're done with the ship. I mean, as much as we want to keep working on this, guys, I can't keep working on it. Now I have to figure out the launcher. This is a time thing, so. right, so I have to try to think. So we need something that moves forward rapidly. The only thing I can think of would be basically a rail system. Or not a gravity slingshot. That's not going to work because gravity blocks don't work on planets. Yeah, what I'm thinking is, why don't we stop thinking about it as a launcher? Instead, let's think about it as a truck, like a throwaway. So I'll build a vehicle on the ground that launches it, right? It'll stop at the end and I'll be flung off. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. So we need a something to keep it in place. So I'll build a track like this. But to be fair, we actually needed a little bit angled upward. So here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're going to do, guys. I've got it. I've got it. I've got this. Oh, I gotta make another one here. Okay, cool. Doing rotors and space engineers is very dangerous. Not recommended. Oh, before I do anything else, I need to make sure I've basically... Alright, gotta get that rotor set up. Here it is. Alright. Safety lock, override. Alright, we'll lock it first, but we also want to put the braking torque all the way up, so that it won't move. Give it a little bit more displacement. All right. Here, so now that rotor's locked, it shouldn't move. But this is Space Engineers, so we'll see. I'm not mirroring a wasted side. This is kind of like a pinkish white, isn't it? It's kind of annoying. Oh, whatever. It's not important. It's not important right now, guys. So we're gonna use this right here. Maybe what we need in the middle here is actually blast door blocks. That might be the key. That might be the key. All right, here we go. I hear stuff blowing up on the other side. All right, here we go. Now let's get this thing angled slightly up. Well, let's get the car on there first. It's like a pinkish white. Yeah, it's really weird. I think what it is the saturation is messed up. So let's just change it now because it's bothering everyone, including me. Oh my God, is that white? Yeah. Holy crap. All right, I'm rolling back into spectator mode to build because this is hard to build in while flying around that way. It's not as efficient. All right, now before we forget, let's make this not pink, shall we? There we go. We'll go back and color this later. Oh, shoot. That was an accident. Whatever. I've stayed inside the zone. It is what it is. Landing gear, good. And we need wheels. Suspension, not 3x3. Well, no, that's the scrolling one, so we'll be good. All right. I don't like how it changes to, damn it! There we go. All right. So we're building a shuttle now. That's going to shuttle... Oh, God, no. How are we doing on time, guys? All right, we got 25 minutes left. Gotta get this done, gotta get this done. Nope. Oh, no! All right, well, the wheels are gone. Well, that fits. That fits dangerously close. Oh, my. Oh, my. All right, so if we lock onto the grid like this, this should... No, that's not good. I think what the problem is here is not balanced, so let's get this... There we go. Perfect. And these don't have to be powered. We're gonna power this with jet propulsion. Isn't this cool? This is looking pretty dang cool, isn't it? So this is going to be the jet propulsion that basically pushes me down. So let's give ourselves some... Can we fit a big one on here? Oh, yeah. Let's give ourselves some monster power. This is gonna be insane. This is going to be insane. There's wasted cheating. So we need a remote control. I always forget if that's the right direction. The new blocks are kind of messing with me. Is that the right direction or is that the right direction? I don't know. All right, so now we need the shuttle component, the part that's actually gonna hold it. So I think what we need is a merge block, don't we? This is gonna be really bad. Like, if it doesn't launch right, I'm gonna just go straight into the ground. Oops, that's a rotor. That's not what I need. There we go. Doesn't matter if he cheated, we're gonna win, guys. We're gonna win this so well. So we need lots of batteries to power this. There we go. Yeah, now I need to try to access this. All right, so we need an antenna for both. Give ourselves a nice antenna. All right, got an antenna for that one, and we need an antenna for this one. There we go. So I should get in this and name it, so that I've got a copy in case something bad happens. So let us take everything and name it. Make it me. Why is there not a me option? Oh, it's already on my me. Okay, good. Oh, I don't care about the caps. I can't. I don't have time for that right now. All right. Create from clipboard. There we go. All right. Now I gotta get this thing up here. I gotta turn this thing upside down. That's the problem. Because I gotta put the merge block now on the bottom of it. All right. Good. Oh. Oh, I should create a copy of this thing first, too. Oh my god, I almost did a really bad thing. If that would have exploded when I did that, oh dear god. Oh dear god. Alright, info. Okay, launch shuttle. There we go. All right, we got 20 minutes left, a little bit less than 20, 19 minutes left. All right, let's get the wheels. Turn the propulsion off for all of them. Dampening is up. Strength is up. Weight offset doesn't matter. Suspension travel doesn't. Let's keep that down. Time for that. All right. 1 second, guys. This looks like it could be end badly. Yeah, I know. All right. So let's see what happens now, guys. All right, I have to make a copy of this again. Create from clipboard. All right. Oh, wrong. Go. 1 second. All right, there we go. Fixed it. What's the worst that could happen, right? Everything explodes all over the place simultaneously. That's what could happen in Space Engineers. If you haven't played this game before, you'll realize, or you won't probably have realized just how bad this game can be. So I've got to delicately set this on so it... See, that was risky. Why is it stuck forward? I'm confused. I'm very confused. Is it stuck? Is there like invisible collision boxes? Welcome to Space Engineers. Nothing you think that will work will work. There we go. That's the problem. The collision boxes for these are too big. So here's what we'll do. There we go. So that should keep it nice and straight. Oh, turn off friction? Good point. Turn the friction down to 0. Give ourselves a little bit rear propulsion here. For a reset. Yeah, I need to angle this thing up at 45 degrees. That's the most efficient, right? All right, we got to save. That's good. Now let's get this thing angled, because now I have to... This is going to be extremely challenging. All right, here we go. Oh, actually, let me look at the rotors. So the rotor is facing this direction. That means that we want to turn in the clockwise direction. I'm not convinced 45 is going to work. I think 35 degrees is going to be better. 45 is the most efficient, but this is Space Engineers we're talking about. And I need to be able to be going forward to get the most lift possible with these wings. So let's do that. Upper limit, let's limit that to... Try 30 degrees first, because I don't know what's going to happen to this thing. Is it going to fly off? I don't know. Lower limit, let's make that 0. All right. Velocity. RPM, all right. Do I need more torque? It's not working. Why isn't it working? It's not working. Why isn't it working? Screw you, Space Engineers! Why don't you work when you're supposed to work? Everything's on. Lift it like a lift it, but I don't have enough room. Have you ever tried to attach a piston? There's enough power. Look, I've got fusion generators. All right, maybe there isn't. Let's try. Let's give it a big fusion reactor. No, that hasn't done it. I got 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Come on. I don't understand why it's not working. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Since this isn't working, one second, guys. All right. Rotor. So this is what we have to do. We have to do a typical rotor head, put a block on the end of it. No. Okay. And we need a merge. Actually, no, we need a merge block. Okay. I need voxel hands. Come on. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Now I gotta get the piston. Let's turn off braking torque, turn off velocity. Good. Make the piston go. Make it go. I need to put this on my toolbar. Okay. Okay. Working. It's working! Oh my god, it's working! Oh, yes! Let's give it as much as we can. Yes! Let's lock it now. Safety override is locked. That is fantastic, guys. We got it to work. Oh my gosh, we got it to work. This is amazing. We have a little bit of time for embellishment now. There we go. I can't believe it, guys. This is great. This is amazing. All right, let's paint. That's not what I wanted. I can't believe that worked. I can't believe that worked. We gotta paint this thing now. Let's give ourselves some lights. Maybe under lighting. It's kind of like a green, isn't it? I always go with a blue for the secondary color. There we go. And we've got minutes to spare. We've got minutes to spare, guys. All right, let's there we go. Turn that all the way up to max. There's a size limit, yeah. All right, let's turn these lights on. All right. Can someone remind me which side is the blue light and which side is the red light on an aircraft? I always forget. Or I think it's red and green, isn't it? At any rate, I got both sides as red. So that is what it looks like right now. Yeah, this is pretty insane. Oh, this is a really good song for this. Elysium. Let's see if we can embellish a little bit more. I wish they would just, why don't they display in order? That is really annoying. All right, 3, 4. Hold on.
Time is up.
Hey there. How you doing?
Hello.
I'm done. I'm just embellishing. Can you give me a moment to embellish the lights?
No.
No embellishing? Aw, fine. All right, I'm ready. Want to see what we have what each other have done?
Yeah, if we hadn't built silly things on the wall, we could have just removed it.
Well, that's just an added thing.
You remove the logos, I'll remove the center section.
All right, give me 1 sec.
It's on mirror, if you put mirroring on.
My mirroring is no longer on.
All right, I'll get the logos then. I can turn my mirroring back on again. I'll do the logos. Logos are gone. You ready?
Hold on. Don't do it yet, because you're going to make the lights drop on what I created.
Sounds perfect. Let's go.
You may have to delete stuff after all, because I can't delete anything. It's that bug. That bug still exists from months ago. I still can't delete things.
What am I getting rid of?
The lights above my creation, which is going to reveal everything right away.
I know.
It's still pitch black for me, by the way. The sun never came up. All right, reveal it. Oh my. What on earth? We did something very, very similar. Oh wow, you used hydrogen thrusters. I should have thought of that. Are you muted again? Because I can't hear you.
No, I'm looking. I was intrigued.
Wow. So this is what you've done. I like it. I like it a lot. It was very light and simple. And you built like this. You cheated. This you copy and pasted this, didn't you? The rail system?
No.
No, you didn't? You built this?
Yeah.
Impressive. It looks good.
You can see I built it because you've got the car sitting on the ground next to it that I built halfway
Oh,
through,
yeah.
that I started with.
I see.
You can see the landing gear and so on. That I took a copy of just in case it all broke. And I did say to my stream as it was going on, it's like, by the way, guys, this is kind of risky building a system like this from scratch in 45 minutes and expecting
it was
to
very
work at the end
risky.
of it.
Dang it. So I may have failed a bit by not using hydrogen, but I'll tell you this: I've got the advantage that I've been able to angle my platform up.
You got an angle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yep. So that might be my saving grace.
I'm intrigued a bit. Your glider fits within the space, does it?
It does.
You went cheeky style. Look at you.
Yeah, it's totally did.
You included the red border.
I did include the red border.
Whereas I decided to not include the red border and keep it within the confines of the center. I see.
Wait.
Standard morph cheating.
I didn't cheat.
Expect no less.
You say I cheat.
Expect no less from morph.
Oh, you filthy liar! It's no way. All right, so
I gotta say, my launch truck looks considerably more like it's a nitro beast than yours.
it does look a bit more like it's a nitro beast. Yeah, I'll admit. It is going to be hard.
Straight out of Mad Max for launching something.
Oh man, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really hard.
Well, I was going to propose, given that neither of us have tested these, that we have a brief... We have a brief test period in which we can try out the designs and do a couple of tweaks, perhaps.
Okay. But we're going to have to...
So maybe we have 3 launches with a tweak in between each.
Are we allowed to add or subtract anything?
No, settings.
Only settings.
Settings only.
Okay.
Designs are fixed.
All right. Sounds good. Are you ready to do a test then?
I think so. I'm not even sure. This is like a ropey creation just to launch, let alone anything else. So we're... Why, when I'm pressing P, is it bringing up the color picker when I'm in a C rather than... Oh, I'm not in a C. That would explain it.
It's really hard to tell how far I'm going to go with how dark it is.
Oh shit! This is gonna be.
This looks crazy. This looks insane. Did you save before you crashed?
Yes.
All right. Was it daytime on your main rig when you crashed?
Yes.
All right. Good.
So at least we'll go back to being at daytime.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh dear.
It has been named already when I copy and pasted it, guys. Yeah, the game crashed. So, are you loading it back up again? Some people suspect it's going to end very badly, so says Awesome Robotron.
Oh, I'm 100% certain it's going to end very badly. And everyone in my channel is like spamming, save blueprint, save blueprint. It's like, guys, I saved the world when it was time. So the save is 6 minutes old, and I took a blueprint. Chill your bones. Just because you don't see it happening. I have Speedy. Space Engineers Ninja.
I've already got 2 spotlights on it, guys. No worries on that part. So what do you guys think so far of this stream? I think this is a really fun format.
This is fun. I'm enjoying the sort of Top Gear-esque challenges. And if you guys want to throw anything down in the suggestions and the comments on this video, for example, as to what we could do for the next one, like think Top Gear, think Scrap Heap Challenge.
Exactly.
And throw out some ideas for sort of things that me and Morph could do as like build-offs in this sort of format against each other.
Yeah, so send in those suggestions, and if you guys have liked the stream so far, make sure you hit the like button because it really helps both of us out for getting the stream to show up for new people who also want to check out and don't even know who we are. Some of you said, wow, we should have more subs. Well, the reason is how we do that is basically with you, by your help. So if you guys can help us out, that'd be awesome. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Shameless self-promotion. Have to do it. And that goes for both. I don't care who you're watching. All right, I gotta. Are you loading in right now? I don't hear anything. I think he's muted his mic, or he's gone away.
We don't want to do Robot Wars. Robot Wars would be a bad plan.
With Space Engineers in its current state, it is extremely difficult.
It's not that. I spent probably a month doing twice a week Robot Wars competitions with Wedgie and Space Engineers. So I have about 15 bots at the moment for Space Engineers Robot Wars.
Ah, I see. Okay.
I'm just saying, like, that's not a fair fight. I would go in completely knowing exactly what I want to make, probably bringing out an old design and just tweaking it a little bit and just being like, boom, boom, there you go, done. Like, I'd probably break out the flappening.
Oh, the flappening?
The flappening.
Sorry, some people say, sorry, you didn't lose me. I've got, see, I own a business, so sometimes even when I'm streaming, I have to do things, which kind of sucks.
Morph is a business.
Yeah, well, you
heard it here first.
Sadly, YouTube is not my
Morph Corp.
It's not my job, but I love doing YouTube. So, with you, especially Mr. Wasted Space. Aww, okay.
Oh, it's so nice.
No, it does make it especially entertaining.
Never expect that. From
oh my
American.
God. So if you guys have seen the thumbnail to mine, I don't know what yours looks like, Wasted. I haven't had a chance to see it, but it's hilarious. I think it's hilarious. Like, all these wings are surrounding us. I had such a great laugh making that thumbnail. You're just spamming like wings about.
Wedge's about, and he's like, okay, what about if I coached Morph for the for the Robot Wars one? Where's the flappening? Oh, I might not have the flappening actually.
Oh my! This is every pixel counts.
The world is back up again, sir.
All right, I'm loading.
After an unfortunately longer break than one would like, but that's Space Engineers. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, if you're going to play Space Engineers, you have to be comfortable with spending, I don't know, you'd say 20% of your time not actually playing it? Out of the time you set out to play it? Like, say
yeah.
If you want to play for 60 minutes, expect to spend 20 minutes of it crashed, loading back in, or more. If it's a bad day, it could be like half the time, 30 minutes.
Oh,
I know
this is the flappening one, actually.
This is called
Classic flipper.
For those of you watching, I'm sorry. Some people are asking what this music is. It's some kind of Magic 3. We get all our music off of Epidemic Sound. Well, actually, Wasted doesn't get all his music off of Epidemic Sound. He has his own connections where he can find like really awesome music, and he kind of covets them.
Yep, and I tell no one else where
He tells no one.
And I'm just like, nah, that's mine now. Sorry about that, bros.
What's your creative name for your ship? Yeah. What do you guys think I should name my ship? Tell me in the comment section.
That's a good point, yeah. Name suggestions is a good
idea.
Name
suggestions.
There was another version of the flappening there. There it is.
Yeah, there's a pretty big delay, guys, on the stream. That's just YouTube, unfortunately. Play KSP and you'll be at it for like 6 hours of crashing and fun, yeah. Oh, Vorium, some people are saying that's stealing their time. Well, I still like Space Engineers. The best flying pirate ship. Oh, you mean like an actual like old old ship that you would sail in the sea, like an old sailing ship sort of thing that flies? That could be interesting. Like a fantasy-esque. Oh yeah, like a fantasy competition or something, just like create something fantastical. All right, the sun is up for me. Except the platform didn't load for me on this, so I have to reload. So welcome to Space Engineers. This is precisely why we spent so much time just trying to record group survival and not actually recording group survival. You've seen it firsthand now.
That sort of thinking, Samuel, is exactly what we're talking about. How about a marksman challenge, shooting an agreed-upon projectile from Earth to Mars, free design on what cannon it is? That's the sort of thing I'm talking about. There was, and I built a whole bunch of bots, and they were all designed to run using. If you ever get into doing Robot Wars-esque sort of bots in Space Engineers, there's a must-have mod, but there was one of them, which is called the rotor strength increase, and basically it means that you can use rotors and they'll behave a bit more like you'd expect them to for like a pneumatic force in Robot Wars, you know. You'll actually be able to flip stuff with them and so on. The flappening was so violent and weighed so little that it would flip itself over if it wasn't underneath something, and broke itself a lot of the time. Where's the Nutcracker? I saw it in here.
I'm just reading your comments, guys. That's why I'm not responding. I don't want to talk over Wasted.
This is quite cool as well.
Super pretty. I'm tempted not to go too much with the group survival themed names, because those are only relevant to people who've watched the show. The Flappy Glide is kind of weird. Sky Skimmer. Similar to last time, Matt. Not a bad suggestion, Matt the Martian. It has to be something more original, guys. Try to think outside the box a little bit with the name. Newton's Apple. I will choose one of these names, by the way. I'm not going to make up my own. I want to choose one of yours from the chat. When the game crashes, instantly 30 people drop off the stream. Space Engineers. Yeah, because watching the loading screen is so much fun.
The Nutcracker was BS, reckons Reggie. Nutcracker was not BS.
The gliding. I say, think of something more creative, and Lord of Ice says Potatoes Mark II.
Creative.
Very.
The Banana Clan.
Black Horizon's interesting. That's not black, though. Oh my god, I'm trying to keep up with chat right now. It's so insane. All right.
You're on your way in, Mr. North.
I like the gliding. I don't know why I'm partial to that one. It's kind of funny. was based off that bad. I'm in, but I don't know if it's actually gonna work. If everything's loaded in. Such as space engineers. Everything's loaded in. I'm good. I see everything. All right, I'm gonna name this. Whoa, Space Engineers is really not happy with me. A lot of name suggestions here.
All right. Nutcracker would fly the longest. I don't think so. I think it was not known for his flying capabilities.
Oh, actually, someone said Icarus. That might be a really good name. I'm going with Icarus because it really does say what's about to happen to me.
Oh yeah, that's fairly appropriate. It's the same thing just come up on my channel, I imagine, from the same guy. But
all right, I'm chosen Icarus. Who said that? That was. Crap! It's just been lost in the.
Screw it. I'm sorry, Moth. I'm going for a test.
Hold on. I'm ready to go.
Leaf on the wind, Roger. Leaf on the wind.
I have to save this.
LOTW for me.
All right, I'm ready to go, man. You ready to go? I can't see you. We have to delete this thing again.
So fussy.
And let's save after we delete the thing. There we go.
So fussy. Delete your light rubbish. That's the problem.
Oh, crap. Yeah, wonder can I actually delete things
That's the main issue, is that's going to fall on
Oh,
you.
no. Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm aware it was there. I did that last time as well. For some reason, one of the bars extends one block too far because you're a bad builder and you should probably feel bad.
Cons is not the one who said it. All right. Both of these are jumping around like crazy, crazy things. I suspect they're perfectly fine on your channel, but not mine.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, my channel's got 2 flawless POVs. Don't worry about it.
All right, let's turn off the atmospheric thrusters on the front. All right, I'm ready for a test, man. Are you ready for a test?
Yeah, it's going to be terrible, but yeah.
All right, ready for launch. In 3, 2, 1, launch.
So wrecked. So wrecked.
You've won. You've won without a doubt.
Oh, shit, son.
Oh, God. Well, that just goes to show I should have used hydrogen.
Oh, damn.
Yep, I'm about to hit the ground. I don't think there's any way I could beat you.
It was gonna be that bad.
I landed perfectly fine, though. Holy crap, dude. How are you still flying?
Because it weighs nothing and it's got an insane amount of lift.
He has kicked my butt like you would not believe. Like, it didn't matter where I angled. I couldn't actually keep going forward. I just dropped like a rock. How is it that you're gliding so damn far? Oh my God. I honestly don't understand how you're not dropping right now.
I'm going 319 kilometers an hour.
Okay, I'm not gonna even watch this. This is sad. This is really sad. Going for another test. See if I can make this a little bit better. Are you still going?
No, I just landed.
Yeah, when I have to tell you this. My my launcher actually goes further than my plane.
Oh, mine has a stop point, so mine probably wrecks itself. What's the end of mine? Yeah, mine's wrecked itself. The end of my runway thing is looking pretty broken. Look back at the distance, great idea. We're 7.4 kilometers away from where we started.
Yeah, dude, I just dropped too fast. I don't understand it.
I have to admit, I stopped because I wanted to.
So I'm curious if it's a design issue with the launch. So I'm gonna add some hydrogens. There's no way I'll ever beat you with this design. I'm wondering if it's an issue with the act.
And the DC. The world of space engineers, guys, and again, people have been asking, where's Group Survival for me this week? Partly it's technical issues, partly it was the fact that I was sick as a dog for about 6 days this week by proper, reasonably hardcore food poisoning, which was not very fun. And so, yeah, it's coming. Nice. Nice. No, the flip was to slow me down. The flip was entirely to slow me down so that I could come in for the landing. I was going 300 kilometers an hour, and just pulling up at that point would have sent me skywards massively fast.
See, I went the philosophy with like maximum surface area for the wings, but that doesn't work that way with these. I guess I don't quite understand how the wing mod works, because I have wings facing in multiple directions.
That way. I have a much greater surface area than you have. Much greater. I wonder, have I got enough? Let's turn the wheels power up and see if have I got enough power to get off the ground using the wheels on the plane. I think I probably do. Yeah, I do.
Why don't we use... People keep asking, why don't we use stable mode? Wasted, do you want to rant on why we don't use stable mode? Go.
Because stable mode does not exist as a stable branch. It is not stable branch. It is just old branch. If Space Engineers actually Keen Software House actually went forwards and used their branch like they said they were going to, as a branch designed to basically allow people the most stable experience, and the current development branch was going to be essentially a beta branch. It was going to be the branch where you saw all the shit that was probably going to be broken, but it was what they were working on and they needed help testing with and so on. And so that was what development branch was going to be, and stable branch was going to be, hey, it was going to be vaguely stable, and you wouldn't push updates to it weekly or monthly or whatever. You'd push updates to it when they were ready. And instead, what did we get? We got broken branch and more broken branch. And stable branch, ironically, is the more broken of the two, because it just doesn't receive the same updates. Well, I'm quite pleased with this little glider thing. People are suggesting best 2 of 3. I could do a reload.
Wait, don't do a reload. Why would you do that? I can just keep pasting it.
I might be able to. Let me see if I can find the blueprint. It's going to be a bit more of a faff for me because of the way the wheels are set up on mine and the way they grip the rail.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to remove wheels in order to be able to pace it down, but I might be able to, assuming I can find the blueprint. If I'd named it first, that would have been an intelligent thing.
I'm gonna try angle. Somebody suggested in my stream chat that I should try angling it downward to get more speed, which is what I'm gonna do. Fucking.
Well, you basically went straight downwards like a stone, dude. I'm not sure that's going to be the solution.
I don't have enough speed. I
go
down to like.
If you'd gone downwards any more sharply, you would have just hit the mountain earlier.
The problem is that I don't have enough speed. I just stall immediately once I get off the launcher.
There is das Blueprint. Everyone's looking at this at the moment and going like, "Wasted, you are just bad. Why do you not name your shit?" And I'm thinking exactly the same. And the only way to fix it is to reload, which takes ages. So one can hope that I could maybe get through my blueprint list faster. Plus, if you're really attentive, you might find a spoiler or two.
Space Engineers makes me really angry sometimes. I just loaded in after waiting for another 5 minutes, and nothing was there. Like, I went to the pad and it wasn't there again.
Oh, you know that vehicle you were driving against on the last stream?
Mm-hmm.
It turns out that if I'd remembered to use its top thrusters, it can actually drive up vertical walls and also upside down.
That's pretty awesome.
I may not have actually taken the blueprint.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Dude. That's not good. Someone says that the wings going up and down might create drag, but I don't understand how these things work, so... Every time I crash, I lose 40 people watching. Oh, actually, I've lost over 100 now because of repeated crashing.
I'm not paying any attention to that. I am.
Because obviously that means that it's really annoying to watch.
Yes.
And I know.
Apparently the blueprint is completely misaligned. On the fly realignment.
Have the load times gone back up again? It feels that way. Like they get them down.
No, this map's just particularly painful.
All right, hopefully stuff loaded in. I see the map. I see the building that we made. No, the platform's not there. Oh no, there's. Oh, it is. I got it. Cool. Oh, the rotor head isn't there anymore. Whatever, I don't care.
Printing. Are the welders off?
All right.
Oh well. Too late now.
Oh, dude, I wanted to try this. I wanted to try it one more time.
And that there is Space Engineers. Look. Right, watch this, guys. Watch this. Where's all those bits? Are they falling through the planet?
Oh, you're trying to show people what happens when you try to...
It's not even that. They've just disappeared. An entire Lotus
has just vanished.
Like 4 blocks.
All right, let's see if this works.
Hey. You are fucking cheating.
It doesn't make a difference. Well. It's my launcher. The launcher's what's slowing me down.
No, I'm aware, but the launcher's supposed to stay behind.
I know. I just wanted to see what would happen if I got to full speed with the launcher. Apparently, it has nothing to do... has absolutely nothing to do with my design. It has to do with the launcher. It's kind of frustrating. So is it that the launcher is... Could it be the latency issue that's happening with me? No, the hydrogen won't make a difference, guys. As you can see, I let it go up to full speed. Whoa. I don't think they've fixed warheads yet, man.
No, apparently not, because you appear to be totally undamaged. Pinned, but otherwise undamaged. There he was.
I'm really frustrated.
Your freedom resumed. What the fuck? Oh. They do so like to change shit that didn't need to be changed.
Yeah, someone just pointed out I went from 200 kilometers per hour on the launcher to 25 instantly after detaching it.
Mm-hmm. Whereas I reckon if I get my... Where's my prototype? Here we go. Right. This puppy here, I reckon this thing will fly just driving off the end. If I can sneak past this Lotus rubble.
I got it.
And maybe...
There you go.
Give him the... Boing! I increased the wheel strength, if you didn't guess. Doesn't particularly like driving with these wheels, but yeah.
Yeah, that went much further.
There we go.
See how far he goes. Alright, that confirms you just have a better design than I do. Well played, man. You outdid me really bad on this competition for the design.
Yeah, I think my launcher was quicker, and the glider itself is much more capable of long-distance gliding.
Yeah,
in fact, people in my channel are pointing out that this thing might actually have sufficient lift that it could potentially be capable of gliding well enough to essentially glide simply off the curvature of the planet. Because the Space Engineers planets curve so fast and so hard. I mean, this will be an interesting test. I've got a bit of a mountain to overcome.
Nope, that's not going to work.
Yep, guys, if you've enjoyed this, I think we're probably heading to the point where we've kind of decided this one. I think it's been a fun stream and definitely an interesting build, like really different. So if you guys have got any ideas for future builds, as we've already mentioned, then please do hit us up down in the comments or whatever. Comments are better because then we can come back and like check them later. But if you guys have got any ideas, then please hit us up, and please hit up a like on the stream if you enjoy this sort of general build competition idea. Maybe we can even get some more Space Engineers involved, you know. some of the other guys and make it into a bit of a fun little build-off series, but with the end result and the general theme being silliness.
Yes, indeed. I'm just testing it now without any vertical thrust whatsoever, or any vertical pieces whatsoever for the wings. And it appears it doesn't make a difference. So it is my weight to surface area ratio.
How much does that thing weigh? Out of interest?
9,352. Oh, I didn't remove all the verticals. Hold on. Seriously? That did damage? Oh, space engineers. I just want to figure out what it was that messed up on this design. It's bugging me now. So I know. I have a better understanding of how the aerodynamics mod works in this game. So get rid of those.
So yeah, remember guys, the vehicle I'm driving at the moment has no thrusters. Oh shit, that's it. But we're down. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
What?
To be honest, man.
Oh yeah, no, totally, ton of fun.
The stream and our creations. I was fucking terrified of your ramp when I first saw it. I gotta say. I was just like, oh shit, son. He's done something similar, but his angles. That's bad. But
I figured it out.
Friction.
I know what it is. It was my. It has nothing to do with your surface area. I had more than enough wings to do exactly what you did. It was the vertical.
Hey, you say that.
Yeah.
You say that.
Look at me.
I've got vertical.
That's weird because I've removed all of mine and I'm gliding like you would not believe.
As I said, come, get back up here then, on your wheels, and we'll just drop off the edge.
Okay. I don't have wheels on this, by the way.
Well, you know what I mean. We'll just line up on the edge and drop. I put wheels on just because, I don't know, it felt right. Oh, shit.
Well, I actually gave myself...
that's not ideal.
So the verticals do not work very well. So I put a tiny thruster just to get off the platform for the glider.
A thruster?
Just to get off the platform. I turn it off once I get it off the...
Fucking cheating.
Well, you've got wheels. It's the same thing.
Should expect no less from the ologist.
How am I going to move off the platform? You tell me that.
I don't know. That's your problem. We were supposed to have launching mechanisms, you know?
I can't just drop it.
How did that work out for you?
Hold on. All right.
You silly white little
ready?
launching vehicle. Huh?
Ready?
Huh?
Let's do it.
Huh? I'm ready. Oh, where's Morphologis? I don't see him.
Flying?
Flying a different way and slowly. Plus, my POV looks legit. Proper looks like you're in some kind of micro light or hang glider or something.
Me? Or
no,
you?
Mine. Because it's just a seat surrounded by struts and wings and not much else. Just look around and like, yep.
Look at that, guys. Brilliant.
Well, it's certainly worth taking into account if you guys want to build yourselves a really efficient survival setup for moving. I mean, I'd already recommend in a survival game, install the wings. They give you something that makes a lot of sense when it comes to just efficiency. Space Engineer's efficiency doesn't make any sense at the moment because it's too much. Whoa, I pressed the button that's wrong. What have I done? I've lost control. I pressed F, didn't I? Oh, there we go.
Wasted, I'm right behind you. Hold on. Catching up to you.
You say that.
I was at max speed.
I swear you were closer. Like a while ago.
The thing is, though, without any side wings, I don't have any way to stop myself from moving sideways. I have to actually bank.
You do. You tilt. Bank. That's what I have to do as well. The side wings don't really do a great job of that.
To actually fly this like an actual glider. Where'd you go? Oh, this is going to be a difficult one. Where are you going, man? Are you just going to try to, like, go straight up?
Yep.
Good luck with that. Hi.
Hello.
I hear your wheels as I fly by. You know what it sounds like? It doesn't sound like wheels. It sounds like an engine for an airplane.
Yeah, that's because they're clanging out big style.
Where'd you go? Did you
I have
crash?
my sound turned off. Yeah, I stopped.
I'm still going. Whee! Whee! All right, man. Well played. Oh, God, no! Almost went down there. I think I'm done in. I think I'm done now, too. That killed my speed. I'm going down. Landed safely. Woo! Wasted, you won, but we've learned a thing. The thing is, vertical wings don't actually do anything. If you want to create an efficient airplane, you don't have to do wings facing up or down if you don't have power. I'm thinking they do add a little bit of stability if you've got forward power, but probably don't do much if you just want to glide, which is cool.
And also, remember to have a key binding to lock your wheels.
Yes, and guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry to have dragged this on. I really wanted to figure out what happened with those wheels, man. I mean, not wheels, with the glider. But now that I know, I'm good. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
All
I
right.
mean, you fixed your glider. I still think, in the end, your launch mechanism was a bit too slow.
It probably was a bit too slow.
It worked, but it didn't have
But
the
guess
force
what?
necessary.
I realize now it didn't have anything to do with the launchers. We could have dropped off the edge just fine. Just now, we just dropped off the edge. That's all we did.
Oh yeah, but it certainly helps starting at whatever it was, 300 and something or other.
For the race, yeah.
Anyway, nice one, guys. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for joining us. Remember to hit like on the video. Remember to go and subscribe to myself, subscribe to Morphologis, so that we can get more of this stuff out if you enjoy it. Remember to hit us up with some suggestions as to what we can do in future videos of these, and kind of come up with some cool ideas to make this sort of series more fun. And if you got any guys that you think, hey, that's a YouTuber I like that might want to join these guys and come along and challenge them for one of these builds, then yeah, hit them up as well.
Indeed.
Give them a shout and say, hey, there's an open challenge from Wasted and Morph. Come join us on our, I don't know what you want to call this. Top Engineers?
I thought we had something else.
Top Engineers?
We had
Scrappy Engineers?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something like that. We had a better name. Now
Something
I can't
like
remember
that. It's one of those.
Yep. Well, I guess
it's fun, whatever it is. And we will catch you for the next one.
Yes, guys. Catch you for the next one. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And we'll see you in the next chapter. Next time. Yeah. Bye-bye.